Hello. Good morning, evening, afternoon. We have some new cards. This is the exclusives, the Beetroopers, and some random stuff. In this video, I'm only gonna do the Beetroopers. So yeah, let's get started. Scale Bomber, level 3. If an insect does normal summon to your field, spell summon, and tribute to destroy. Yeah, okay. Let's see. All of these are already scripted, by the way, so I'm just gonna go through the scripts. This one's by Dixel. Okay, so first effect, special summon, trigger summon success and special summon success. Delay, because it's an if, from the hand. Okay. Hard ones per turn, you can only use each effect, so that's fine. And let's see the functions here. Okay, so it needs to be, what does it need to be? An insect monster special summoned, normal special summoned, to your field. So it's face up, it's control TP, so it's on your field, and it's an insect. Okay, nice. And then you check there's enough room. This can be special summoned. Okay, this is pretty standard stuff. Seems fine. And then we have the second effect, which is the destroy. When a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, tribute destroy. Okay. Quick destroy, chaining, monster zone, once per turn. Let's see what's going on down here. Condition. So, chain info, triggering player and location. A monster your opponent controls activates its effect. So P is the triggering player and locked is the triggering location. Needs to be the monster zone. Needs to be a mouse effect, sure, and the triggering player needs to be the opponent. Destroy it. Okay, the way it's worded, I'm thinking that it needs to be. Let's see. When a monster your opponent controls activates effect, blah blah blah, destroy it. So if it leaves the field, it should not destroy it anymore. And if it leaves the field as the cost, like if it tributes itself as the cost to activate its effect, it's no longer on the field, so you cannot destroy it anymore. So I think I'm just gonna add a little check here. Let's do local RC. That RC is on the field. Is location M zone. I'm not sure if it should have this check in the first place. Typically, you don't need to check if a card can be destroyed. Like in order to attempt to destroy it. I think. Oops. This is similar. Yeah. I think the check is not needed. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's not needed. This one. Master the opponent controls activates effects. Okay. Actually, maybe this is slightly wrong. Let me think. Location mouse zone. doesn't say when the opponent activates the effect, it says that the monster the opponent controls activates the effect. So I think technically, if the opponent controls a monster and you can activate the monster's effect for some reason, maybe the monster lets both players activate it, then this should be able to chain logically, because it says when the monster your opponent controls. Yeah, it doesn't say when the opponent activates a monster effect. So actually we don't need this, but we need to check that the opponent controls it. So Ari get handler is controller the opponent, and here we are not going to use this, so let's do this. Okay, and then the destruction. Actually we don't, yeah, since I removed the other check, might as well put this back here. Category destroy. If it's still related, destroy it. Okay. The cost, let's keep the cost. Check release group is race insect. Select. Okay, you contribute one insect monster. Now, there is a small detail here that Dixel didn't think about, but it's fine. So we need to use a filter in this case because of it. Let's see, filter, I guess. So it needs to be an insect, of course. Is race is insect. But because Layer of Darkness exists, it allows you to tribute opponent's monsters. If the opponent controls an insect monster and that insect monster uses its effect, you should not be able to tribute itself in order to destroy itself. It's a pretty edge case scenario, but it is what it is. So what we need to check is that C is not the same as this card that we're going to pass here, which is going to be Arrogant Handler, I suppose. C is Arrogant Handler. And then we pass RC here and here, and then the filter goes here. Okay. So I think it should be okay. Let's try it out. So if I need to, we're going to use Scout Buggy, both for the first effect to summon it, and then the opponent's gonna summon Buggy and use its effect, and we're gonna try and destroy it. So we just need to put it on shuffle and have an opponent, and we can start. Okay, so normal summon this. I should be able to use this. Yep, the special summon. Like so. Buggy resolves. Okay. Actually, let me put quick animations on so we can speed this up. And now when I use this effect, I should be able to chain this, tribute whatever I want, and destroy. Okay. And then this triggers, of course. Funny, it could summon itself. Yeah, it could summon the same copy. I mean, it's not the same copy, but the one that got destroyed could summon itself back. Anyway, so Scale Bomber is done, I would say. I think this check is gonna be enough for stuff that tributes itself, the stuff that tributes themselves, that attributes themselves. Grammar. So yeah, let's move on to what's next. The other main deck. This one, Sting Lancer. Yeah. Okay, quick effect, main phase. Target one insect in your graveyard and one master of the opponent's graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. If you do, place the targets on the bottom of the decks. And if it's normal spell summon, you can search a spell trap, a Beetrooper spell trap. In your deck, you're gonna use this effect once per turn. Okay. So let's see, special summon, quick chain, location hand. Category is special summon and to deck, correct? But let me put it up here. Main end, because it's only during the main phase. Card once per turn. This needs to be 100 because it's a beta card still, so we use the beta IDs. Pre-release card. Okay, so it's card once per turn, yep. And let's see the condition. It's the main phase, of course. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here, let's see. One insect in your graveyard and one master in the opponent's graveyard. What are you checking here? You have room, and this card can be special summoned. And there is a target in the opponent's graveyard, which is a master that can be returned to the deck. And there is a target in your graveyard, which is a master that can be returned to the deck, and it's also an insect. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Now you're not using these, so I'm gonna remove them. Now, one way you could do it, so you could use only one filter. Which, should I do it? Maybe I should do it. But let me read the rest of the script first. So select your targets, first in your graveyard and then the opponent's. Okay, the double operation info doesn't work. And the opponent's graveyard. Okay, so what you want to do for the operation info, you have a single one to deck, and then you're just gonna merge the two groups like that. Special summon for C. Okay. And then when this resolves, if C is related and special summon it. What does it say again? Special summon. If you do, place the targeted monsters on the bottoms of the decks. Now, because it says the targeted monsters, that does mean that it needs to be a valid target still when the effect resolves, which means it still needs to be an insect, the one in your graveyard. Well, they also need still to be monsters, but they're not gonna stop being monsters. So we need to check that. So let's see how we're gonna do this. I think so. If the thing is, it says place target monsters. If the one in your graveyard is no longer an insect, you should still put the other one back. Okay, yeah, so what we're gonna do is here we're gonna check. So local TC is gonna be, say, filter. Card is controller. TP. Get first, because I think this returns a group. So TC is gonna be the target that's in your graveyard. And then if TC is not an insect anymore, place insect, then we're going to remove it from G. There must be a function for this. I think it's remove card or something. Group remove card, yeah. Remove card, TC, and so that when it goes to put them back, TC would be removed from the group in this particular case. Otherwise, put them at the bottom of the deck. All good. Okay. And then we have the search effect on summon. To hand search, single to go, delay. It needs to damage the flag as well. Delay plus damage step. Summon success, special summon success. Okay, let's see. They should be standard searching effect stuff, so here it's filter. This is the Beetrooper set code. Type spell trap, able to hand. Select. Okay, this is standard stuff. Seems fine. Right, I mentioned the filter here. So you could do it with just one filter and like do an end between the filter and card is raised, but whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna leave it as it is. It's missing the listed series. Okay. Alright, so let's test it. We need an insect in our graveyard and any monster in the opponent's graveyard, and then a Beetrooper spell trap in the deck. Okay, so let's get Foolish Burials out. And let me get a non-insect. Okay. Okay, should be good enough. Let me just put 3 cards in the hand. Okay, and then the moment the opponent gets any monster in the graveyard, be able to use this. Target my insect and the opponent's monster. Okay, it's missing the targeting flag. I just realized this. Yes, it is. No, okay. 1 flag card target, because if it has a targeting flag, it's gonna do the highlight thing in the graveyard, and I just noticed that it did not do it. Oops. Space first. Use the effect. See, it does that and this. Special summon it. Then go to the bottom. And then I can search if I want to, of course. Spell trap. Okay, he's at the bottom, and this should be at the bottom too because it didn't shuffle, because it's a puzzle. But anyway, he seems to work fine. Yeah. Target. Okay. Select target. Okay. Alright, so let's move on to the first link. This one. Armor Horn to insects. And you know we're going to use Scout Buggy. Cannot special summon except insects. Okay, you can only use its effect once per turn. During your main phase, normal summon 1 insect. And if it's in your graveyard, banish 3 other insects. Special summon it, but banish it when it leaves the field. So, Confit is the easiest way to test the insect restriction. We need an insect to normal summon. This guy. And if it's in the graveyard, you banish 3 and revive it, but then he goes. So we just need a couple of dark holes. Tested the last part. Put it back in the deck. Okay. So this should be good to go. Just need 5 cards. Get some normal summon. So I can summon this guy. I can use the effect and summon this guy. And then I can use a revival effect. Banish these 3. Just summon it. It's missing the description. But it does get banished. So it seems to be fine overall. Let's take a quick look. 2 insect monsters. Cannot special summon anything that's not an insect. Ignition, location, and zone. Hard most per turn. This needs to be 100 again. Beta / pre-release cards. Use plus 100 on the count limit. So this is for the normal summon of an insect. Is existing missing card. Location hand. There should be location M zone as well. Geminis do exist. For better or for worse. Is insect is summonable. Select missing card. Summon. Okay, this seems fine. And then we have the banishing thing. Special summon, ignition, graveyard. And we need to banish, accept itself. 3 exactly, and they need to be insects. Able to remove scores, spread elimination, bullshit. This is not really needed there. Missing card. Let me grab the hint from Lex Better. This single. Fill direct. Not disable. This one. Right, so yeah, the spread elimination might need a small change. Let me think. Let me think of another card like Chaos Sorcerer. I mean, it's not an activated effect, but it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter at least. Let's see. What's this true about? I don't remember. Let me see. Let me see this function. Must be face up. Well, they need to be insects, so maybe that should be true. Yeah, I need to sneeze. But it doesn't want to come out. Right, so this needs to be true. Pretty sure because they need to be insects specifically. I'm just gonna move this to the target function. Makes way more sense there. Down here. Since this is, oops. Since eager handler is being used a couple of times in the same function, might as well make a parameter for it. There we go. Okay, let me just test it real quick again. What was this? It was this one. To make sure that I didn't break it with the chains in the filter with speed elimination, because it's kind of speed elimination is kind of bullshit. I'm gonna be honest. I need one more. Okay. The description is there now. Vanished. Okay, so that's fine. Boom. Let's move on to the link 4. Giant something. Beetrooper Invincible Atlas. Okay, link 4. When it's link summon, do plus insects. When it's link summon, while this link summon card has 3000 or less, your opponent cannot target it. Also cannot be destroyed. Okay. You can spell summon except insects. Tribute one insect, then activate one of these effects. Spell summon one Beetrooper from your deck, or this card gains 2000 attack until the end of this turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay, let's see. Link summon, insects, 2. Untargetable. Okay. Single raise, master zone, cannot be effect target. Opponents, that's correct. Same condition. Single raise, distractible. And let's check the condition real quick. Eager handler is attack below 3000. Okay. 3000 less attack. Cannot special summon insects. Cannot special summon anything that's not an insect. Okay. And then the tribute to do stuff. Effect. Special summon. Attack change. Almost per turn. Now. The categories here are not quite right. Basically, these are two different effects bundled together in a single effect. But when you activate it and you choose the attack gain effect, you're not doing anything. You're not activating the special summon effect. So you should not have the special summon category in that case. So in this kind of effects, we need to put the category in the target function. But let me check the. Here's the cost. Tribute 1 insect. Okay. It's a little tricky here. Let's see what you're doing here. Sell. If you have room and you can special summon Beetrooper from your deck. Then selection is +1. Then you do +2. What's going on here? Label. Why do I feel like this is overly complicated? Like, what's with the +2 thing? +2, -2, what the hell is going on here? Okay, so the reason I'm saying it's a bit tricky is because if you... So normally, you can always activate this effect and use the attack boost, right? You don't have to, so it's always, the activation condition is always true in that sense. However, this guy lets you tribute himself, but if you tribute himself, you cannot apply the attack boost effect. That's the only case where you cannot do it. And I don't think this accounts for that. Allocation count. Let me check something. So basically, okay, I think we're going to have to move stuff into the ghost function. At least some stuff. So if you have room and you can special summon, let me put that in a variable here. Okay. So okay, so you need to be able to tribute to, see, local C, get handler. This is probably gonna be ugly, but oh well. So you either have an insect, you can either, there's either an insect other than this guy to tribute, or you have any insect to tribute and you have something to spell something from the deck. That's the idea here. SP check and okay. So SP check is gonna be true if you have room and something to summon. Now, shit, there's also another problem. Because if you, oh my god, this card is way more complicated than I thought. Because if you tribute something in the main master zone, you don't need to check that you have room. Oh boy. Okay, let's change our approach. We're going to do the stuff inside the filter that we're going to put here. Oh boy. Okay. Filter. Okay, so first of all, it needs to be an insect. So let's get that out of the way. Okay. Now, What do we need to check? If you have, you either need to have, okay, we need to pass this guy as a parameter, and we need to check that this card is different. It's a different card. So we're trying to tribute summon, or you can special summon. And the special summon thing is gonna be, we're gonna pass SP check as another parameter, basically. And how it's gonna be? Okay, SP check is gonna be just the thing's gonna be just this existing matching card line. Yeah, SP check, and you either have room or seeds in the main monster, and you control it. So we also need TP here, and you have room or this guy is in the main monster. So main MZ, start from there. Well, that's a lot of parentheses, and then let's put this in another variable, ft. This ft is more than 0. Yeah, okay. So let's go by this logic one more time. The monster to be tributed needs to be an insect, okay, and it needs to be not this guy, or because if you cannot tribute this guy and then apply the attack boost effect, or you need to be able to have something to special summon in your deck, and then you either have room or you're tributing something in your main master zone to make room to special summon. Okay, so I think that's fine. Okay, now we need to put this here and pass all the parameters to it. It's gonna be C. Okay, and then based on that, you make your selection on what to tribute. Okay. Now, should I have the effect selection here as well, or should we put it down here? The part where you select what effect to activate. I think I might put it here, I guess. Or wait. Okay, the activation checks are all being done here, so we don't need to do any more checks in this spot. However, we need to check after. This is gonna be after tributing, so we don't need to worry about having room or not having room, all that kind of stuff. So this is gonna be our check for whether we can use the special summoning effect, and whether if this card is in the Master Zone still, it's gonna be our check for whether we can use the attack boosting effect. Get handler is location M zone. Okay, let me make some room. So if they are both true, then you pick one of the two. Otherwise, if only attack is true, then you pick that. Otherwise, you pick the other one. And so let's put a local. This one. Here we need to do the +1 thing. Okay, and then we put it as a label, like so. Yeah, so if we if the selection is 0, the way I set it up, we need the operation info. And then here's where we're going to put the category as well. Like so. If it's not 0, we're gonna put the attack change category. And then we're going to remove this from here. Okay, so I think this is fine. The only difference is we need to change this to 0. And let's see, if you don't have room, stop, select what you want to summon it, okay. If not related, stop, gains attack, standard, disable. So if it gets negated, the attack boost goes away. Phase end 2000. Okay. Alright, so let's hope this works fine. And we're going to test it to find out. Okay, so how do we summon it easily? With this guy, and then summon another buggy. So buggy effect goes into this guy, and then normal summon a buggy from your hand afterwards. If I have one, actually it's once per time what I'm talking about. Let's just do link 2, he's link 4, link 4. Let's just use pendulums, whatever. Doesn't have to be good, just needs to be easy. I just need one more monster. Okay, there we go. So we can summon him now. And then, cannot be targeted or destroyed. Offerings. Dark hole. Cannot be summoned except insects. And then attribute to apply stuff. We need a Beetrooper in the deck. And I also need a way to summon another insect. To tribute, to have something else to tribute, not except himself. Okay, so this should probably do it. Let me just put a bunch of cards in the hand. Okay, there's an error. Line 66. Oh, forgot to return here. Okay. Pendulum summon. Okay. So, there we go. Okay, he's summoned. Let's try the protection stuff first. So I'm gonna target it and not be destroyed. Okay. Now I cannot summon again. I cannot special summon the non-insect. Now I should be able to use the effect to do the summoning, but it's not letting me. So maybe I made a mistake here. Why though? Magic location deck. I have something, right? Yeah, I have this guy. Speed filter. It's a Beetrooper. Can be special summon. Seems correct. What's the issue here? It's an insect, and it's a different card, or I have something to summon, and I have room, or what I'm tributing is an enemy monster zone. Let me debug this. Make sure it's the problem is here. Balls. So I cannot tribute himself. Wait, did I? Yeah, I'm not excluding him here. So presumably this is returning false for himself. Actually, I'm not allowed. What the hell? Wait, is this working correctly? Maybe the restriction is not working correctly. Which one had it? This one? It's the second parameter. Yeah, seems fine. Target. Oh, value. Target. let me make sure. Okay, this is weird. Spray filter. Oh, yeah, fucking damn it. Buggy doesn't have the archetype yet, that's the problem. See, he doesn't have the archetype yet. Fucking hell. I spent so much time figuring out this shit. Okay, it should be fine now. I bet it's fine. I was like, why can't I summon it? Like, what? It's an insect. It doesn't have any weird... You can only summon once per turn. Bullshit clause or anything. So I was like, why the hell isn't it working? True, here. See, okay, so if I tribute this, I can pick... I guess, yeah, okay, these should be 0 and 1. Let me remove the debug and also put back the restriction. Okay, so if I tribute him, I can pick one of the two effects, special summon or increase the attack. If I special summon, if I pick special summon, boop. Okay. Let's try picking the attack boost now. Okay, and now I want to try with only him on the field, so you're forced to tribute himself. That's not quite right though. Why is this? It should be true, right? Yeah, we got this one. So this is false. So you should go down here. Ah, wait, these are reversed. My bad. Yeah, they should be here. And they should be here. That's why. The special summon effect is the first one. That's why I had them lined up that way. But I messed up the the order of the checks for the ifs. Special summon. Nope. Yep, special summon. By the way, the hint is missing. Release, I think. Alright, now I want to try. Yeah, so without the something to summon from the deck, should only be able to use the attack boosting. In which case, if he's on the only one, he should not be able to. Okay. Cannot attribute himself to boost himself. But if I have another insect, he should be able to attribute the other insect. Boost his attack. There we go. Attack. Boop. Okay. So I think he's finally done. I would say he's done, yeah. Okay, so he was more complicated than I thought. So we can move on to, we have the spell and trap, and then we're done. Okay. What's this? No, we don't need it. Okay. So, spell. The field spell. Formation. Target one Beetrooper in your graveyard, special summon it. You cannot attack. You lose LP equal to its original attack. If you face up insect you control the destroy by battle card effect, you can spell summon one token. You can only use each effect once per turn. So, activate for chain, spell summon target, ignition, field zone once per turn. SPTGOP. It's missing the listed series again. Series. Actually, did the big guy have it? Yep. Okay, so target one Beetrooper, your gray special summon it. Is in your graveyard, SP filter. You have room, is it the same target? Select target. Okay, looking good. Okay, get first target. Special summon it, but it cannot attack. Also, you lose LP. So I guess the way it's worded, even if you don't summon it, you lose the LP. I suppose. Equal to its original attack. Now, the cannot attack thing should only be applied if it is summoned. So I'm gonna do this. Cannot attack. Come on, attack this turn. Yeah. There must be a description for it, but it cannot attack. go. Okay, so that seems fine. Even if you fail a special summon, you're gonna change the LP here, but the cannot attack is only gonna be applied if you do special summon the monster, which makes sense. And then special summon token, trigger O, then what's the delay, destroyed. So if your insect is destroyed, right? If a face-up insect you control is destroyed by battle or effect, okay. Based on battle or effect, it's an insect. Previous location. Okay, so we need to fix a couple stuff here. It was in the master zone. You controlled it. It was face up. And it was an insect. It needs to be an insect on the field. Okay. You have room and you can summon this token. Yeah. You have room and you can summon the token, create it, special summon it. Get handler. Okay. Alright, so let's see. We need a Beetrooper in the graveyard, so let's use Flush Burial for this. I'm gonna send this guy. And if the insect is controlled is destroyed, I mean, with Dark Hole, we can summon a token, and that's it. Okay, counter attack. Okay. Okay, and if it's destroyed, I should be able to. Okay, there's something wrong here. 68, 64. His previous race doesn't exist, maybe. His previous race. It does not exist. Previous race. Okay, it's get previous race on the field. We're gonna use that. Where is it? Get previous race on the field and race insect. More than 0. With the parentheses, I don't think they are needed, but it makes it clear as to what exactly you're doing. Okay, send. Special summon. Destroy. Yes. And there's a token. Level 3 insect. Earth. Level 3 of insect. 1000, 1000. Okay. Looks good. Okay, so the field spell should be good to go now. Alright, so counter trap, and then we're done. Beetrooper Fly Sting. Counter trap. When the opponent activates a monster effect while you control Beetrooper and you get activation to destroy it. During the end phase, it is cast in your graveyard and you control an insect with 3000 or more attack. Banish one insect from your graveyard, set this card. You can only use one of it per turn. Negate and destroy. Activate chaining, hard once per turn. Condition. If not, see this amount in card filter. Then return false. So if you don't control a face-up Beetrooper, then false. Otherwise, it's chain negatable and active type monster. And it needs to be the opponent. Come on, like opponent. When your opponent activates a monster effect. Well, you control blah blah blah. It's exactly the same as this one. You could have just copied this one, honestly. This is the part we want. So yeah, the event player needs to be the opponent. Basically, is this check. This is the part that checks the opponent activates a monster effect. Negate if you destroy. Not this. Negate. This is standard stuff. Negate activation if it's still related, destroy it. Okay. And then the graveyard effect. During the end phase, it's because you graveyard control insects. So this should be a quick effect, I'm pretty sure. Golden Land. Yeah. It's a trap effect, so by default it's a quick effect. Actually, let me keep this open so I can borrow stuff. So it's type quick. We don't put this category here, we're gonna put it in the operation info. Timing end phase. Location grave, no or rather it's gonna be free chain, and then the condition is gonna check that it's during the end phase. Yeah, it's probably okay. Let's see. I guess there's no function for it, so we have to do get current phase. That's fine. During your end phase, okay. Now, gonna add this here. What we could do is turn player. Pretty sure that exists. So it's the end phase, your turn. And there is... You control an insect with 3000 or more attack. Face up, insect, 3000 or more attack. These are not being used. Okay, so that's the condition. Cost, you need to banish one insect from your graveyard. Cost filter is up here. Put it down here. Graveyard is an insect, can be banished as cost. Needs the spirit elimination stuff. No, not this one. This one. is existing. Grave, remove 1 insect. Okay, seems fine. Again, this is settable. Leave grave. Nice. Set this card. If it's related, set it. Okay. I think that's fine. Let's test it. So we need a Beetrooper monster. We're gonna use this guy, and the opponent needs to use a monster effect. We're gonna use Scout Buggy. Okay, and then in the end phase, if I have something beefy, I can banish an insect and set this. Now we're gonna cheese it because I don't want to summon this guy again. We're just gonna use 2 backup riders to boost this guy to 4200, and it's gonna be fine. I just need another insect in the graveyard, so we're gonna do with Foolish Burial. Yeah. So we do need an opponent, and we need a few cards in our hand, and we should be good to go. So normal summon, set this. Now, when the opponent uses this effect, I should be able to chain it. Engage, destroy. And then what do we need? An insect? Yeah. It's a little weird because it says you can only use 1 effect, but all of the time you're going to use a negation on the opponent's turn, and the great effect is only during your turn, so it doesn't really conflict. Like the only time the 2 effects conflict with each other is if you negate in your own turn, and then in your end phase you cannot set it back. Anyway, I digress. Attack boost, attack boost, and now we should be able to use it. Banish this, set it. Okay, nice. And okay, it's pretty cool that it doesn't banish itself afterwards. So you can keep recursing it endlessly, pretty much, as long as you have a powerful monster and something to banish, which you should be, because you're just swarming with insects. You should have order in your graveyard to banish. Okay. This does need the listed series as well. Listed series. Okay, so we are officially done with the Beetroopers. Yeah. Wait, this is not a Beetrooper. Yeah, we already had Buggy, and we got these 6 cards. Okay, so how long was this? It was 1 hour and 14 minutes. Damn. I was hoping it was gonna be way less, but this guy took a lot of time. The stupid ass check of the zones. Anyway, it's kind of late now. Oh well. I still have to do these. I haven't done these 5 cards. I don't think I'll make a video. I think I want to do them really quickly, off camera, and so I can add them to the game. Anyway, that being said, thanks for watching. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and yeah, take care. I don't know the cards. I don't know if the cards are gonna be up when you see this video, but yeah. Bye bye. I'm kind of hyped. I see that a lot of people are excited about these, and I mean, there's new insects, so people have the reasons to be excited because insects are cool. So yeah, I'm kind of excited too. I don't know if I'm gonna play them, but I know other people are gonna play them against me, so I'm excited to face them at least. So yeah, take care, bye bye.